HCTV Sports is supported by Balanced Wealth Management, Retirement, Planning, Expertise. Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh Agency. Katie Lindbergh, Hastings Downtown Farmers Insurance. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her.
First goal of the year goes for the Raiders.
Oh, beautiful shot there. Nicely done. Gets the pin. Oh, was that beautiful?
Onside kick, and it's recovered by Hastings.
And he's rung up for strike three.
Zablawi! Touchdown Raiders!
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Hastings High School Fieldhouse as we get set for a Metro East Conference showdown between the Hastings Raiders and the South St. Paul Packers. My name is Hunter Pinky. I will be on play-by-play tonight. Had to shift around our crew today due to the weather, but we're here. We're excited. Should be a pretty good contest. Raiders come in at 6-6, and the South St. Paul Packers come in at 3-8. As we go through starting lineups, there's a shot of Keegan McVicker, Raider star. There goes Scarlett Johansson for the South St. Paul Packers. Lindsay Wagner for the Hastings Raiders coming out. She's a senior. Followed by number 3, Ava Waska for the Packers. Then we got Emma Baker for the Hastings Raiders. Followed by Megan Kovrick, followed by Haley Strain for the Hastings Raiders. And then capped off by number 30, Kate Ebert. And our final starter for the Hastings Raiders will be Sophia Swanson. And we are set for action here tonight. We'll take a look here at the Metro East Conference standings. As you can see, Hastings is in second place. They're coming off a big loss to a good Matamidi team who they finished below in the conference standings last year. And then as you can see, second from the bottom for the South St. Paul Packers, sitting at 1-2 in the conference, 5-7 overall, with Tartan just below them at 0-3 in the conference, 1-10 on the season. As we await tip-off. Pretty solid crowd on hand tonight, barring the snowstorm. As we get set for basketball here this evening. Haley Strain and Scarlett Johansson will be at center court. Noticeable size advantage for the Raiders. Haley Strain has became one of the key pieces to this Raider offense as of late. Tallest player on the squad as the Raiders win the tip. Near the top of the key, dumped inside. Looking for space, and Strain can't get it to go. Strain with the rebound. Tries again and falls out. McVicker will dump it back to Swanson. Takes it top of the key. Back outside near the corner. Dumped back out to Keegan McVicker. McVicker to Swanson. Swanson inside pass to Baker, and a Packer will corral it, and they take it up court. It's number 2, Johansson, captain on this Packer squad. Directing traffic inside, pass top of the key. Dumped back out to Colbeck, who loses control. McVicker will swipe it, takes it up court, Dumps it inside to Strain. Nice jump. And dump back out as McVicker looks to reset. Sophia Swanson looking to make a move inside. McVicker takes it herself, and we're going to get a foul. It'll be Emma Baker set to inbound for the Raiders. There's a shot of Keegan McVicker on your screen. Dumped outside. Sophia Swanson with possession. Back to McVicker. McVicker looking for room. Takes it inside. Takes a move, and that's swiped away by Colbeck. And the ball will go out of play. And bear with me a little bit tonight, folks. I am doing triple duty tonight. I am doing directing, switching, replay, all of that. So please have some patience if I'm a little slow with names and everything like that. So take me a little bit to learn some of these Packers names as South St. Paul with possession. Still scoreless. 16-16 to go in the first. Packers passing it around. Raiders playing pretty tight defense. Dumped back out. Now inside. And jumper's no good. Rebound Packers. And that's corralled by Haley Strain. She'll get it out to McVicker. And that's another turnover for the South St. Paul Packers. Still scoreless. Sophia Swanson looking for room. Back to McVicker. Inside pass to Strain. There's that height, and she is fouled. And she will go to the line. Take a look back on replay here, see what happened. See, nice height advantage, and yep, she definitely was fouled on that one. First shot attempt is no good. We get a couple substitutions. Number 2, Johansson checks out. We have number 10 checking in for the Packers. That's Stella Labor. Let me know on YouTube if I am messing up any of these names too. I'll check the comments as Strain's good for her second free throw. So the Raiders will go up 1-0 here early in this game. Long pass, wide open down inside, and the rebound is taken by Strain. That was an extremely long pass and a clever play by the Packers. Just couldn't get it to go. Raiders pushing offensively, still can't get it to go, and that is swiped away by Jenna Sherry. Packers take it up court. Far side corner now back to center court. Taking their time, setting up the offense. Newest thing, as many people know, is the shot clock. 18 seconds left to go. You can see it on your screen. For reference, data's coming straight from the in-house scoreboard. Packers take it outside, now dumped out to the corner, and we get another foul. Fouls on Sophia Swanson, first of the game. Packers set to inbound. That's Stella Labor. Set to take it for the Packers. On production crew tonight, Seth Essler on camera, Max Slocum and Ian Andersack alongside him. Long three-pointer, and it's good. That's number 30, Ebert, as she drains a long three-pointer off the backboard. Inside pass to Strain, up, and that's good for 2. Haley using her height to her advantage as it's now tied 3-3. Packers take it inside and will go out of play. That'll be Raider possession. So we get a couple substitutions. Number 12, number 15 for the Raiders, Mara Jackson. McVicker and Swanson will check out. Number 12 is Rachel Notch. A lot of familiar faces if you don't know Raider basketball. Hastings only graduated one senior last year, and that was Natalie Kafflish. Wish her well. So this Raider team, while under new leadership, has really started to find their own as it's a turnover and Packers take control, take it inside the paint, and be ruled Raider possession. we get a couple of substitutions. Number 11 will check in for the Packers. That's Alea Salas. Raiders will take it up court. 13:50 to go. Really low scoring affair. There's a shot of the South St. Paul Packer head coach. We'll ID him at a later moment. Deep three, and that is good. Lindsey Wagner gives the Raiders their second lead of the night. Packers looking for space. Dumped inside, and jumper's no good. Strain will rebound. Notch takes it inside. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Strain is good. Make it 8-3 in favor of the Raiders. Let's take a look back at that last three-pointer from Wagner. Yeah, that was no easy feat, and great job by Wagner to extend the lead as she checks out of the game. Notch set to inbound. McVicker with possession dumps it out. Mara Jackson will go for three. No good, corralled by a Packer. It's Ebert inside pass. Layup is no good, rebounded by McVicker. Another turnover. Jackson takes it up court. Tight defense from the Packers. Jackson looking for space, almost poked away by number 11, Alea Salas. Packer will fall to the ground. They will make a stoppage of play. Since we didn't get to see it earlier, let's take a look back at that South St. Paul three-pointer. Nice deep three-pointer. We also want to remind our viewers that HCTV Sports is supported by Balanced Wealth Management. Balanced Wealth Management, retirement, planning, and expertise. Once again, we want to thank all of our HCTV Sports sponsors. It takes a lot to crew these games and find the top-notch camera guys. There's a shot of Raider head coach Rick Tavernier in his first season. As we get a stoppage of play. Number 10, Stella Labor, set to inbound. Haley Strain with her first foul. Corralled by the Raiders, and McVicker gets it to go for two. Raiders extend the lead 10-3, so we go from scoreless to the Raiders getting a 7-point lead. Raiders are coming off a 37-69 loss to Matamidi, 65-51 win over Tartan, and a 61-42 loss to Farmington. Then a 62-41 win over Northfield. So they're 2-2 in their last four. So sitting right at 500 as the ball goes all the way back to the Packer side of the court. So we await a couple substitutions. Johansson will check back in for the Packers. Number 30, Ebert will check out. Inside pass, blocked by a Packer. Strain will corral it up and won't get it to go. McTagg tried to corral it, but she couldn't. Jillian McTagg is also another player for the Raiders who's really come into her own. We saw a couple of big games for her against Ellsworth and Park of Cottage Grove. Whether or not she scored a ton of points, she made her presence known inside the arc. Strain will go to the line. First free throw is not good. Manny Hill is also on PA tonight for the in-house. Usually it's Mr. Dick Craig, but tonight it's Mr. Manny Hill. Luckily we have two of the best PA announcers in the business, so it's great to see him here. Manny Hill does a lot of the football games as Strain gets her second free throw to go. Swiped away by a Raider. McVicker inside pass to Notch. Notch gets it to go. And we are going to get a timeout Let's take a look back at that last sequence here. That last bucket by Notch. Great way to swipe by McVicker, get it to Notch, and gets the 2. So the Raiders have suddenly extended their lead to 10 here in this game. While we also have a moment, let's take a minute to thank our other sponsors, Hastings Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh Agency. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her. Thanks for sponsoring HCTV Sports. There's a shot of the South St. Paul head coach. We'll get a shot of him and ID him here in a moment. That's Isaac Douglas in his second season with the South St. Paul Packers. We also want to thank the viewers for Town Square Television picking up this contest. We really appreciate it. As the 2-pointer is good from the Packers. That's Johansson immediately making her presence felt in the game. Make it 5-13 in favor of the Raiders. Inside pass. Strain looking to lay up and will be corralled by a Packer. Johansson take it up. Slowing things down. It's number 12. Aoun. Inside pass, jumper, and that'll go. It's number 10. Stella Labor. Rocking that big knee brace. Outside pass to McTagg. McTagg, a lot of pressure on her, can't get it to go as Packer hits the wood floor. We'll look back on that hit. See a lot of good pressure from the Packers, not giving the Raiders a lot of room to breathe, and yeah, just took a little shove from Strain. It will be ruled Packer possession. As we get another stoppage. Labor set to inbound. Small student section straight across the way. Like I said, given the conditions, a pretty decent crowd tonight. You never know what you're going to get here with the first snowstorm of the year. Really turned more into the windstorm. Inside pass, can't get it to go, but a foul's called, and that'll send Packers to the line. That's number 12. Pepin Aoun. Fouls on McTagg, her first of the game. South St. Paul is averaging about 38.7 points per game. Not ideal. Hoping to change things around, but pretty low scoring contest to start this game on both ends. So if the Raiders don't turn up their offensive potential here too, it's going to be a 40-point game by the end of this, as the second one will drop. Packers 5-7 on the year. They're coming off a 2-game win streak against Simley and Richfield. Putting up 44 against Simley and 47 against Richfield on the road. Otherwise, there's a long losing streak, so want to keep that high of a winning streak going. Extended to 3, taking a game at a time. Inside pass to McVickers, taken away to Johansson to corral it. Johansson being pressured by McVicker, who weirdly swipes that away. It's nice moves by Johansson, the captain. Ebert dumps it back. Now back to Ebert. Inside pass inside the paint, and the jumper's no good. Taken by Lindsey Wagner. Wagner to McVicker. McVicker with some space. 3-pointer, and no good. And we're going to get a substitution. Number 21 for the Packers will check in. That is Megan Kolbeck. McVicker's given a foul, her first of the game. Awarded South St. Paul possession. Baker, deep three-pointer, no good, air ball. Oh, saved by, I believe, McTagg. That was a great effort by McTagg to go and try and get that one. Take a look back at that effort. Deep three misses in. Really respect that. She flung that hard like a baseball or softball player. We've seen that a couple times this year, especially on the boys too. Swanson takes it top of the key. Back out to Baker for three. Emma Baker with another three-pointer extends the lead 16-8. Double the score. The Packers inside dump. Jumper won't go. Corralled by Strain. Gets it out to Mara Jackson. Jackson looks to pass it to Swanson. Inside the arc. Now into the paint. Strain, and she is fouled. That'll send her to the line for her third time tonight. Let's take a look back at that three-pointer. Three-point shooting proving to be a huge asset for the Raiders tonight as you see Strain back at the line. First one's good. Breaking the habit. She missed her first two shots on her opening free throws. .8:17 left to go here in the first. Strain off the iron. Dumped out of the corner to Jackson, inside to Strain, and that is swiped by a Packer. Now intercepted and taken the other way. Johansson with control. Dumped outside near the wing. Johansson with control back to Ebert. Ebert looking for space. Back to the center court. Salas back to Ebert into Sherry. Johansson. Tight pressure from Baker. Now back out to Salas. Salas inside the arc. 4, 3, 2, 1, and can't get the shot to go. Taken by Swanson. Like I said, that was the biggest change. They can't just hold that ball. They have to get it off quick. Three-point attempt off the iron. Corralled by Strain, and can't get it to go. Johansson will take control. A lot of good opportunities on both ends, but they just can't capitalize. And we're going to get a foul here on Raider. No, it'll be ruled Raider possession, excuse me. There's number 11, Salas, on the foul. Don't forget to let us know where you're watching from if you're tuning in online on YouTube. We love interacting with you. Want to say hi. Really appreciate it. Swanson, side to Wagner. Back out to Jackson. Jackson tries to get it to Wagner, no good. Taken away by Ebert. Salas makes a move, back to Ebert. Salas once again. Packers taking their time, looking to pass. 18 seconds on the shot clock. And they're going to call a travel as we get substitutions. Number 31 for Hastings will check in. That is Violet Schultz. Salas checks out for the Packers. Keegan McVicker takes it up court, now dumped out to Schultz. Couple of Raiders looking to get inside. Swanson will take it near the corner. Dump back to McVicker. McVicker, tight pressure from the Packers, makes a move, looks to get it inside past the Strain, and that goes errant towards the stairwell. Again, there's a shot of Rick Tavernier in his first season. A lot of changes here for Raider basketball. Mentioned it before, but Raider Athletic Director Trent Hansen last year did a lot of the coaching as an interim and led the girls to a pretty solid season last year, so hoping to build off their success from a year ago. Sitting right at 500 as we are starting to get into the bulk of conference play. As we said, Raiders both 1-1 here. 3-point shot from Johansson's no good, corralled by McVicker. McVicker long pass to Strain, and just enough done by Sherry to break that up. Inside pass, inside the paint, looks to get it up and won't go. We're gonna get a foul. That was a foul on Haley Strain. Let's take a look and see what happened. Right as she pressured net, that's ruled holding. Back out to the action. First shot is no good for Megan Kolbeck. McTagg checks back in for the Hastings Raiders. Haley Strain checks out. See the wrestling mats back against the far wall. Second shot is good. Get a couple more substitutions. But there is actually a middle school and youth event coming on here this weekend. So if you want to see some really good Raider wrestling, come on out to the high school tomorrow for wrestling events. As that three-pointer is good from McVicker. Another three-pointer for the Raiders tonight. 20-9 lead over the Packers. Johansson dumps it out to Ebert, back to Johansson. Ebert, Johansson, how many times will I say that until it gets old? Takes inside the key, now back out. A lot of quick passing, they're trying to get the Raiders off the rhythm. Deep three, no good for Ebert, and corralled by a Packer. Move from Johansson, poked away as Schultz hits the court. Pass inside, takes it inside the paint, swiped away, picked up by McVicker. McVicker takes it inside the arc. Makes a move and layup, no good. Taken away by Johansson. Inside pass inside the arc, layup is no good, taken away by McTagg. McTagg, a very physical player, very gritty for the Raiders, as you can see. She just disrupts the flow so easily. It's a huge asset for the Raiders as another three-pointer is good. Keegan McVicker. There are two players this offense runs through. It's Keegan McVicker and Haley Strain, and McVicker is making her presence known tonight. Ebert with control. Back to Johansson. Fakes the three, keeps passing it around. Now inside the arc, back out, three-point Ebert, and good. Number 30 on the three-pointer. The Raiders are leaving that three-point open, but so far tonight, besides for a couple, they haven't been making them consistently. So if they start making these consistently, they're going to have to change their strategy a little bit. Two-pointer's good for McTagg. We saw that a lot in the section game last year. They were leaving a lot of open three-pointers for Eastview, and they were not making a bunch of them until the second half. Then they started to close the gap with three-pointers, and they had to start shifting their defensive style. Raiders tend to run into a little bit of foul trouble as McVicker swipes it and can't get it to go. Schultz right there and taken by the Packers. But what I was going to say, the Raiders really struggle when Haley Strain and McVicker run into foul trouble, having to limit their minutes as a three-pointer from the Packers is good. That's number 10, Stella Labor. 2:30 to go here in the first half. McVicker out to Swanson, takes it inside. Inside pass, and we're going to get a turnover. So we get a couple substitutions for the Raiders. Wagner and Baker will check back in for Hastings. And then Jenna Sherry checks out for the Packers. Swiped away by McTagg. She's got momentum, takes it inside the arc. Now back out, three-pointer. Off the rim. And the two-pointer is good. Rachel Notch. Rachel Notch gets it to go. And she'll go to the line. Take a look back on replay. Just missed the three-pointer, but great physicality from Notch to get the two-pointer to drop in. 27-15 lead in favor of the Raiders. As we await her first shot. That's no good, and the Packers take control. That ball will go out of play. Take a look back, too, at the last Packer three-pointer. Great job from the Packers. They're finally building some momentum with those three-point shots. If they continue to string those together, they will close this gap. 1:54 to go, 15 on the shot clock. Deep three. That'll go off iron. Corralled by South St. Paul. Johansson takes it inside the Raider zone. Dumped out near the wing. Back to Ebert. Now near side. Back to middle. Ebert dumps it back to Waska. To Johansson. Takes it inside. And she's fouled. That'll send Johansson to the line. Lindsay Wagner credited for the foul. It's the team 6, so we're getting close to bonus territory on both ends. As we get a couple substitutions, number 21, Megan Kolbeck checks back in for South St. Paul. .122 on the clock as we await second shot from Johansson. No good. Corralled by Raider, dumped out to Baker. Baker takes it inside. Now dumped back out to Wagner. Wagner looking for an opening. Can't find anything. Inside pass corralled and scooped by a Packer. That's number 12, Brooke Viner. Johansson, the leader of this offense, now officially under a minute. 55 seconds and ticking. Johansson looking for space. Packers looking to try to get a shot off. They have 5 seconds left. Jumper, no good. Rebound, and there goes the buzzer. Like I said, even that shot clock just disrupts your typical rhythm from a season ago. I think next season's going to be the year where we really start to see these teams become more acclimated and get used to the shot clock. Obviously, when it's your first season, it's going to take some adjusting to. No more hold the ball for 2 minutes and then take the final shot. A lot of teams were content to doing in the past. And we get a timeout called by the Hastings Raiders. So 22.5 seconds left to go. 27-16 lead in favor of the Raiders. Once again, welcome our viewers over on Town Square Television. We appreciate it. I'm Hunter Pinky, sports director here at Hastings Community Television. Pretty good game so far. Early, not a lot of scoring early on in this game. But that has seemed to shift it in favor of the Raiders. So take a look on this camera shot. There's still a volleyball stuck in the ceiling here at Hastings High School. And it's in a really weird spot. It's not even right over the main varsity court. It's right over the bleachers. So somebody either from like one of those adult leagues or I don't know who did it. But if you did it, leave a comment. That's kind of impressive to get it stuck where you did. As we get set for the final seconds of play here in half number 1 on a snowy winter night. No snow in December, but January has changed that as McVicker looking to eat some time to get the final shot off. Pretty content. 10 seconds. Al's making a push. Notch takes it inside the paint, jumper, and gets it to go. And that'll close out the half. Raiders take a 29-16 lead over the South St. Paul Packers. Raiders offense really came to life in the back half of that first period. 3-pointers by McVicker, and the rest of her teammates really came supportive inside of the paint. So we'll take a quick break. You're watching HCTV Sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the second half.
Doesn't bother me cause I just love to explore, interviewing owners and lending a hand. I love to assist for as long as they can stand.
I'm Haley Noring, and this is my daughter Chloe. We live in Hastings, Minnesota. Chloe will never get to know her uncle Devin. My brother Devin died of fentanyl poisoning on April 4th, 2020. Through Snapchat, Devin and his friend bought what they believed was a Percocet. It wasn't. It was a fake pill made of 100% illicit fentanyl. My brother didn't want to die. My family had to learn what fentanyl was after it was too late. What happened to my family could just as easily happen to yours. If we would have known about fentanyl sooner, maybe we could have saved Devin's life. You still have time to have that life-saving conversation with your children and loved ones. Illicit fentanyl is the leading cause of death for ages 18 to 45. Every 5 minutes in the U.S., illicit fentanyl kills someone's brother, son, father, mother, or loved one. Call 911 if someone you know is overdosing. Call United Way's 24/7 helpline by dialing 211 to find resources in and near Hastings. Contact United Way of Hastings or visit their website, unitedwayofhastings.org, for more resources or to make a donation. You can save a life by working with me and the United Way of Hastings to build awareness and reduce the stigma of overdoses and fentanyl poisonings. One pill can kill.
Welcome back to the Hastings High School Fieldhouse. The Hastings Raiders have a 29-16 lead over the South St. Paul Packers. Hunter Pinkey here for all the action tonight. Pretty tight first quarter. Not a lot of scoring for the first 3 or 4 minutes, and then the Raiders opened it up. After that, the Packers started to string together a few three-pointers, a couple layups. So we should be in for a pretty good second half, but the South St. Paul Packers do need to turn up the Jets a little bit, down by 14. Or 13, excuse me, I can't math, long day. There's the whistle as we get set for the inbound. Upcoming schedule for South St. Paul. Next Wednesday they travel to Tartan, then home at North St. Paul on the 19th. Then Saturday the 20th, Redwood Valley High School. As the Packers take control. Dumped outside, and we'll go out of play. We'll stay with the South St. Paul Packers. Ava Waska inbounds to Johansson. Johansson takes it inside the paint, now dumped back out. Back inside, layup no good, rebound by Baker. Baker will get it to McVicker, who makes her way up court. Strain. Back to Baker. McVicker looking for a lane. No one open. Takes it inside, now back to Swanson. Cross-court pass. Back to McVicker. Takes it near top of the key. Jumper and no good, off back iron. Johansson inside pass. Layup no good, off the bottom of the rim. Now corralled by Keegan McVicker. Also want to welcome in a few viewers watching. Andrew Bonk. Appreciate the comment. Lori Steffen. Go Pack from Florida. And then Grandma Sue. Go Raider Girls. Thanks for all your comments. We appreciate it, as that one's good for 2 by Emma Baker. Once again, another thank you to Town Square Television for joining us for all the fun. From the corner, taken inside the paint. Ball goes wide. McVicker will corral it, takes it inside, layup, and that's good for 2. Like I said, Keegan McVicker is having herself a night. A couple of three-pointers, multiple layups. She's playing the top of her game tonight. A lot of the offense runs through her. Ebert, inside pass to Waska. Now back out to Ebert, three-pointers wide. Baker corrals it. Long pass to Strain. Strain's got room, layup, good. What a sequence right there. That's why passing is so important, as we already get a timeout. Packers needing to regroup here. We'll take a look back on replay at this sequence. McVicker with the long court pass. Perfect pass, perfect layup. Couldn't ask for much more than that. We also want to take a minute to thank some of our supporters. HCTV Sports is supported by Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh agency. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her. Thank you, Katie and Farmers Insurance, for helping support our cause. Like I said, it takes a lot of resources to put on these broadcasts. If you have interest in becoming an HCTV Sports sponsor, go to hastingstv.org/sponsors or shoot us an email. We appreciate any and all support. 35-16 lead in favor of the Raiders here in the second half. Raiders have 4 seniors on the roster: Sophia Swanson, Wagner, Baker, and then Mara Jackson. So they'll be losing a few more key offensive players this year than a season ago. You see a nice wide shot. there. Layup is good for the Packers, so they get their first points at half number 2. Pass to Strain. Strain back out to Baker. And they're going to call travel on Keegan McVicker. She doesn't like that very much. As we get a couple of substitutions, number 12 will check in, number 1 checks out. Sherry out. Aoun in. Packers take it up court. And get it. Will be ruled Raider possession. McVicker takes it up the court. Inside pass. Now lost and swiped by Johansson. Johansson takes it inside the paint. Layup. No good. What a foul. Take a look and see what happened here. Yep, just a little too much contact. Haley Strain with her 3rd foul. As you see, Strain will check out for a few minutes for the Hastings Raiders. Second shot's no good and will go out of play. McVicker takes a pass center court. Deep 3, and that'll go off the rim. Johansson blocked by McVicker. They were trying to do that fast, but McVicker saw that. Sniped it out of the air. Will still stay Packer possession. Inbound to Johansson. Johansson working their way around the arc. Near the corner. Now back out to the near side wing. Now inside the arc. Stolen away by Sophia Swanson. Inside pass in. Ooh, looked like she took an elbow straight to the face on that. As McVicker hits the court. Take a look and see if we can see what happened here. So there you go. Kind of just ran into McVicker right there and then lost her footing on the back end of that. So the Packers take control. Colbeck dumps it off. Packers looking for some room. Raiders playing zone D. Sophia with the pressure. Deep 3 as the buzzer expires. Waska with 3. (35-22) as the Packers start to narrow the gap a little bit. Pass is blocked by Ebert. Layup is blocked by Swanson, but he called for a foul, so that'll send Ebert to the line. Sophia Swanson's 2nd foul of the game. Like I said, one of the Raider seniors. First shot. Off iron. Now we'll get Rachel Notch checking in alongside Mara Jackson. McVicker checks out of the game. Labor checks in for South St. Paul. Second shot, no good. Raiders will take possession. Baker Dumps it out to Notch. Notch looking for someone to get it to. Can't find anyone. Finally does. Now back inside to Notch and taken away by Johansson. Johansson's been disrupting so many plays tonight. She is such a physical player, and she's been huge for the Packer offense. She's got so much speed. As soon as you try to make a play, she's right there to intercept it. Definitely worthy of the captain title. Jackson takes it inside the arc. Now dumped back out to Wagner. Baker looking to direct traffic. Jackson. And get called for a travel. See a good shot of Lindsey Wagner on your screen. Packers try to take it inside, but won't get it to go. That'll send Johansson to the line. No, excuse me. It'll be an inbound. Number 10, Labor. Sends it in for the Packers. Labor for 3. And she shorted that one. As we get another stoppage, will remain South St. Paul possession. Once again, Labor. Pull in Brown. 22 seconds remain on the shot clock. Inside pass and jump ball. We're going to get a couple substitutions. Haley Strain and McVicker will check back in for Hastings. Emma Baker checks out as well. Raiders looking to get back on the scoring side of things, 35-24. Still have an 11-point lead. McVicker directing traffic. Back to Notch. Notch, side pass, top of the key. Now back out, deep 3, no good, air ball. McVicker with the layup for 2. Good rebound from McVicker. Upcoming contest for the Hastings Raiders. They will travel to Simley on the 17th, to Rivers on the 19th, and then North St. Paul on the 23rd. As we get a fight for possession, it'll be ruled a jump ball. So conference play really starting to open up here as we enter middle of January. Early season, you see a lot of those non-conference, a lot of those hockey tournaments, basketball tournaments. So now we're really getting into the thick of it. Raiders looking to build on a pretty successful 2022-23 campaign. A lot of quick passes from South St. Paul, looking to keep the Raiders on their toes, playing zone D. You can see them bouncing a lot back and forth. They're just looking for any opening they can get. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Takes it inside the arc, back out, three-pointer. No good. Ava Waska couldn't get it to drop. Interesting strategy with those quick passes. I like keeping them on their toes, but they're just letting the clock run down. Got to create an opening if you're going to do that. And we're going to get a foul. Apologize if you were just tuning in on the stream. Just noticed we had it stop for a moment. Hopefully we're back in action now. As the Packers make it 26-39, 13-point lead. That was Waska. 9:50 on the clock. Stolen away by Johansson. Gonna be calling her name all night. And big block from Keegan McVicker. Jackson and Notch will check out for the Raiders. Baker back in as the two-pointer's good. Elf Waska once again. Baker with control. Dumps it back. Now to McVicker. McVicker looking to an opening. Wagner. Back to McVicker. Three-pointer. No good. Ebert. Across the center court. Pass from Johansson. Three-pointer off front iron. Picked up by a Packer. Back to Johansson. Now dumped back outside the arc. And nearly swiped by McVicker. Just couldn't get there. Three-pointer off the rim. Rebound. No good. And finally corralled by a Raider. That's 34, Piper Brockman, who gives way to McVicker. McVicker finds a lane, takes it in herself, layup, no good, as she hits the ground. She'll go to the line for a couple. Can see as she heads in, gets tripped up by Johansson. First shot is good from McVicker as we get Sophia Swanson checking back in. Brockman will check out. 40-28 lead in favor of the Raiders. 8:31 to go here in the second half. Fouls. Raiders have 4. South St. Paul 3. Pretty similar in that department. Johansson across the center court. Back near side. And the pass inside of the paint just trickles out of bounds. Will be Raider possession. Plenty of time in this game for South St. Paul to make some magic happen. And Vicker just loses control. Scooped up by a Packer. Outside pass to Ebert. Ebert looking for space. Is blocked. Another rebound and out of play. A lot of congested traffic inside. 26 on the shot clock. As you can see on your screen, it'll turn red when it's under 10. For viewer convenience, as McVicker checks out. McVicker not happy on the sideline. Wagner looks to get inside, stolen away by number 10, Stella Labor. Stella Labor. Now back to the quick passes. Ebert back to Johansson, now back out to Labor. Johansson. Three-pointer off the backboard and out of play. More substitutions. McVicker immediately back in the game. So just took a quick breather. Lindsay Wagner checks out. Packers inbound, little jumper. Corralled by Strain. Haven't said Strain's name too much in the second half. Kept quiet. Corner three. And that'll rim out. Johansson with that quick speed. Quickly gets up court. Raiders playing a zone. Ebert for three. Off the backboard, Sophia Swanson corrals it and dumps it off to McVicker. Inside pass, Strain gets it to go. Just as I say, I haven't said her name very much. She makes her presence known. Some say announcers have special powers, and right there, screen meter presence known as the Packers. Going to do a lot of traffic and will go to the line. It's number 21, Megan Kolbeck. Raiders now sitting at 5 fouls, 2 more away from the bonus. First shot is good. Pepin Aoun will check in. Second shot at the line is good. Make it 30-43, so back to a 13-point differential. McVicker passes, three-pointer, and that'll go off iron. Sophia Swanson back to Baker. Those Brooke Mace on the three-point attempt. Mace has a little space, takes it inside the arc. Layup, no good, off back iron. Johansson takes it up court inside the arc. Dumped out and blocked by Emma Baker. Great job by Baker to create that opening, and the layup now good by McVicker. So we get a change in possession. Let's go back to replay and look at that sequence right there. Little jumper corralled away, stolen right there by McVicker. And she takes it all the way back for the layup. Great job by Keegan McVicker, who's having herself a night. And another foul. And we also want to give a huge congratulations to Owen Burnett, who officially reached 1,000 points in his athletic career. That's a huge accomplishment as a Hastings Raiders, and he did it against a good South St. Paul team. So congratulations, Owen, as Emma Baker drills it for three. And we're going to get a timeout here. But yeah, once again, congrats to Owen, who's also going to go play collegiate basketball at the University of Northwestern St. Paul. But while we have a stoppage in action, we want to thank one of our supporters, Balanced Wealth Management, Retirement Planning, and Expertise. Thank you once again for supporting HCTV Sports. We couldn't do it without you. Good look at the gym. You can see the wrestling senior banners along the back wall. Good shot of Coach Tavernier heading to the sideline. Ready for action once again as the Packers take control. Johansson passes it out. Now back to Johansson, top of the key. Now dumped out. Back to Johansson. A lot of quick movement. Looking to get separation now near the corner. Inside pass. Back to Johansson, but stolen away by McVicker. Not getting by Keegan as the pass goes long for Mara Jackson, who almost takes a tumble straight into the wrestling mats. Great sportsmanship from Keegan McVicker supporting her teammate. 4:35 to go here in the second half. We'll talk about more of what's to come here on HCTV Sports at the end of the broadcast. A lot of good games coming your way, including some wrestling action, hockey, some basketball. We got it all here on HCTV Sports. Sophia Swanson was just given her third foul. So now one away from bonus territory for South St. Paul. South St. Paul take it inside and make a foul. That'll send South St. Paul to the line. And should put them in the bonus. That foul was awarded to Emma Baker, team 7, so like I said earlier, officially bonus territory. Most of the games we've seen, we haven't run into too much of foul trouble for the Lady Raiders. But tonight, proving otherwise. Action resumes once again as we hit the 4-minute mark. Inside pass to Jackson, can't get the jumper off, keeps it in play, but surrounded by a plethora of South St. Paul Packers. There was no way she was getting out of that one. Baker inbounds off to Brockman. Now Notch. Notch looking for someone to dump it to. Now inside to Brockman, and Brockman just can't keep it inside, and will be a change of possession. Here's a good look at, I think that's the girls hockey team out here tonight. Great to see different Raider sports teams supporting each other. I believe I saw Autumn Burt, Kyra Erickson, a few other Raider names in there. It's one of the cool things athletic director Trent Hansen does, if you didn't know. They basically assign partner sport or partner teams, and by the end of the season, you need to attend a partner sport event. The whole team should go and support one of another, which is one of the coolest things I think I've seen in sports. No more of the intra-sport rivalry. Build up the community as the two-pointer's not good, and will drop from Emma Baker as she gets the second rebound to go. We're going to get another timeout here. Called by South St. Paul. This will be their full timeout, so longer than a 30-second, full minute. They're down to one timeout remaining. Being down by 20. Also want to take a minute to thank our officials for working the game tonight. Apologize I didn't have time to go get your names, but always good to thank our own officials. Also, here I am. I'm Hunter Pinky, and this is my little setup here. I got our little computer monitor. Doing triple duty. I got this headset for the broadcast. This is for my camera ops to hear me. A little behind the scenes of what we do tonight here at HCTV Sports. So thanks again for tuning in. We really appreciate it. As we get set to resume play with 3:08 to go. South St. Paul down 20. Ava Crack looks to inbound for the Packers. Salas looking to make a move, takes it inside the paint, layup off the backboard, collected by Strain, now given to McVicker. McVicker looking to make a move on Salas. Salas has got some quickness of her own, but recovered by McVicker. Quick pass, and wow, what a layup. What a sequence, and what a basket by Haley Strain. She's great inside the paint, through traffic, and easy money. Packers getting a couple reserves in. Now we see number 15, Leah Miller. And we're going to see another substitution as Strain, Wagner, and McVicker will all check out. A plethora of Raiders will come in. So Hastings are going to see some reserves get some more time. So we see Ellie Magnus, Brooke Mace, Evelyn McGree, Mara Jackson, and number 30, Alyssa Leos. So Raiders giving their reserves some time. Salas dumps it back outside, three-pointer, and off front iron. Schultz to Jackson. Jackson to Magnus, inside pass to Schultz. Schultz makes a move and gets the two. Oh, excuse me, that was Brooke Mace. I apologize, Brooke. Raiders will take control once again. Mace back to Magnus. Magnus to Mace. M-to-M connection. McGree looking for someone to give it to. That's Mace. Mace takes it inside near the top of the key, loses control, and be called for a foul. Let's take a look back at that little sequence from Jackson to Magnus to Mace inside the paint. As we get a few more substitutions, Brockman back in. .104 left to go in the game. Game well out of reach, so Hastings should clinch it, barring a miracle. Never say never in sports. The announcer's jinx is one of the worst things ever invented. As we get set for free throw. First one's no good, so ball goes in play. Corralled by Magnus. Magnus looks for space, gets it. Magnus out to Brockman, to Mace. Inside pass to Magnus, finds room and gets the layup for two. Ellie Magnus gets on the board, 56-30 in favor of the Raiders as we approach under 40 seconds to go in the game. Get a couple more substitutions. Here's another look at the girls' hockey team over there. A lot of familiar faces from various Raiders athletics. Tight D from McGree. As the Raiders take control, Mace to Brockman. Brockman, inside pass, jumper, good. Alyssa Leos get some varsity points as that'll be the end of the game. The Hastings Raiders turn on the Jets and beat the South St. Paul Packers in convincing fashion, 58-30. From what I was seeing at the start of this game, thinking we would end up with 58-30. Can't really say I had it on my bingo card. They remained scoreless for about the first 2 to 3 minutes of the contest. So great to see the Raider offense get moving in, see some reserves get in. So why don't we talk about our upcoming HCTV broadcast. Next on 116 is for girls hockey versus North Tartan, followed by a battle of 2 state champions, the Hastings Raiders and the Simley Spartans on the 18th, followed by boys basketball versus 2 Rivers on the 19th, and then on the 23rd will be the boys basketball versus North St. Paul. So a lot of conference play in action these next couple weeks. So upcoming schedule for the girls basketball team. Wednesday the 17th, they'll travel to Simley, then Two Rivers, and then North St. Paul. So 3 conference games back to back to back. Before we wrap, we'll give South St. Paul's upcoming schedule. Upcoming for South St. Paul, they will travel to Tartan on the 17th, back home on the 19th for North. And then Saturday the 20th, they'll travel to Redwood Valley High School. So thank you for tuning in, everybody. The Hastings Raiders beat the South St. Paul Packers 58-30. Let's give a shout out to our broadcast production crew. I'm Hunter Pinky, the producer, director, announcer, graphics, replay, a lot of different things tonight. And then want to thank our camera operators, Ian Andersack, Seth Essler, and Max Slocum. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we will see you next time on January 16th for girls hockey versus North Tartan. Have a good night, everybody. Drive home safe.